Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Sunday, March 1st. Welcome. I hope y'all have had a good week. It's been a pretty good week here. The dog is still driving me nuts, getting into stuff. Over by my fireplace, I have a ladder with like lap-size blankets, Afghan stuff on it. She managed to get over there, pull that down, pull the covers off of it, break some other things while she was doing it. Yes. I'm so pleased that she's feeling better. Anyway, I got stitching done, so that's a plus. So I guess we'll get to it, right? I worked on the kids' Christmas ornaments from last year because I stay on time for everything. It's just how I am. And here's what I got done. I finished all of the stitching and now I'm going back and doing the outlining around it. So, probably only like when it comes up again or when I work on it again, I can get the outlining finished and then we'll be 2 down. So look, halfway there to last year's goal. So that's pretty impressive, right? Hold on here. I worked on Christmas Gentlemen. Can you see? No, you can't see what I got done because everything that I put in was in the wrong place and I had to rip it all back out. It is going to take a long time if I keep doing that. And it wasn't so that I could fudge it. So I had put in this little Christmas tree, but I still have some red here that had to be done. And the way the tree's in there, that messes up his face and everything. So I spent an hour working on it and half an hour ripping it back out probably. So go me. Don't you love when that happens? I worked a hot little minute on Abigail's stocking. Somewhere. I worked up here on this scarf. Really, that's it. A little bit down in here. I think this red I brought down here and then I put in the gold in the scarf. But you know how it is when it's confetti. It just seems to take so long. I was looking to see what else I worked on because I did work on other things. And I worked on this for probably less than a hot minute. This head, my gosh, this poor penny. How can she even hold this head up? I filled in, like, yeah, right? Impressive, right? Because sometimes I get distracted by other things. Okay, I worked on this, which was my new start from last week, but I have on my little wheel, when I draw, I spin it. There's a section for things that I've started this year, new starts, where I can work on them a little bit more, and this one just happened to come up. I worked on it last Sunday. I think I showed it to y'all last Sunday, but then it came up again, and between Sunday and the next time it came up for me to work on, I finished it. But now where did I put it? I finished it. Hooray! So, and I just happened to come across the perfect fabric to FFO it. Is that not just yes? So, I got the fabric off Listia. You see this right here? I don't know if I told y'all before that when I was going to dye some of the chenille trim, I picked up a bottle of black and I shook it and it was not closed all the way. And so I slung black dye all over the place out here. And part of it got on my ironing board. And this morning, as a matter of fact, I was ironing this because I wanted to go ahead and FFO it. And some of the black dye, I thought I had gotten it all wiped off so that it wouldn't leave any residue, but obviously I did not. So I've been to this store already today and bought a new ironing board cover. So now I got to clean it off. Clean my ironing board off so that I can put a new cover on there, which I guess it's okay because I've probably had that ironing board cover on there for 30 years. And I'm not even exaggerating. That is the cover it came with. And I got married 2 months after I graduated from high school. 2.5 months. And so for high school graduation, I got a lot of things that grown-up people need to have when they live on their own, like an ironing board and pots and pans and things like that. So that's how long I've had that. I graduated in 1984, and I'm almost positive that's from then. So there you go. I finally splurged and spent like, I was just at Dollar General here in town. I didn't want to go into San Marcos and look around because obviously I really don't care about the ironing board cover. And they only had one kind. I think it's actually a gray and white chevron pattern. It'll be fine, but I really don't know. I just picked up what they had for $7.50. So it only took me 35 years to splurge and spend $7.50. I worked on this July 4th from Plum Street Samplers. And I finished the little effer. I know it's supposed to say July 4th on here, but I am not putting another stitch into this piece. There you go. I was struggling for a nice word. I just want you to know it has absolutely zero to do with the pattern. It has to do with the dumbass who picked this fabric to do it 1/1, which would be me. So yeah, I'm done. I'm not putting July 4th. It's going to stay done just like that. But it's on my year, my 20 and 20. So now that makes 3. That makes 3 that I've gotten done. I think it actually makes 6. Let me look. I have to look. Yeah, that's 6 things I've actually finished this year. And 3 of them from my list of 20. That may be better than I did last year. So, I was pretty freaking excited about that. And then, for my new start last week, I started the Paisley Pumpkins. Thank you, Sherry. It's out of the Keepsake Cross Stitch Calendar from 2017. And I decided that instead of just the white background, I wanted a really pale orange, nothing dramatic, because I don't want it to clash with this. I wanted it to be lighter so that everything would show up, but I really wanted a pale orange in there. So, being as brilliant as I am, I decided I would dye my own fabric. And look at this. That is not pale orange. That is not barely orange. Yeah, so I was like, well, okay. That was a fail for this project, but I'll use it for something some other time. So I tried again, and I took the orange dye. It's liquid, and I just went like, duh. That's it. That's all that I put in there. Duh. And I came out with this. This much better. Much better. And here's my stunning start. Look, Shelly, look at my stunning start. I know, right? Wow. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. It wasn't like I used a lot of dye here, guys. I mean, I like it. I like the modeling. I got this wet. I put it down in a bowl with, it already had just plain hot water in it. And then I had just like a glass measuring cup with hot water, and that's what I put the dye in. And I kind of just ran it over the top of what was in the bowl. Because I thought, okay, that might really, you know, more intense on the top and a little lighter as it goes down and stuff, because I didn't stir it up. I just let it mix in itself. But yeah, this dye and this fabric were very attracted to each other, because I didn't even use what would have amounted to a tablespoon of dye. I mean, seriously. But like I said, I like it. It's just really, really bright. Okay, so I think that that's everything that I stitched on, I think. What else did I do? Oh, I did work a little bit. Let me look and see. That wasn't everything that I stitched. I did work, well, I thought I worked a little bit on this, but it doesn't look like I did. Maybe it was just from the week before. I don't think I did. I was working on something that I'm highlighting as I go. I wonder what it was, because I highlighted the wrong line. Man, I freaked out. I'm telling you. I freaked out a lot. And I have not come anywhere close to finishing February's. The March release is out. So I'm hoping I'll finish February by the end of March. I did not get all 7 squares done on my Solitude pattern from Mystic Stitch. I'm trying to get 7 blocks done every month to reach my goal. I failed. I got 5 done. So here we are. The other 2, there are 2 that I can probably get done pretty easily, but I have to sit down and work on it if I want to do that. So there you go. That's where I ended the month on it. So now in March I need to get 9 blocks done. Oh well. It'll happen. It'll all be fine. I don't think the cross-stitch police are going to come and arrest me, but even if they do, it's all good. Earlier today I went to the grocery store and I was listening to the radio, and the lady on the radio was saying, sorry guys, bad news. Scientists say this is going to be a bad allergy season coming up. And I'm like, coming up? I don't know where she's from, where she's broadcasting from. I thought it was local, but maybe not, because the cedar blooms now. I mean, actually, it's kind of over with. Maybe it'll come again. Cedar fever is horrible, like in December and January and stuff. It's been extra horrible here at my house this year, because I think I told y'all before that they're putting in a pipeline. It's natural gas pipeline, I believe. And they have begun the clearing. There are signs up everywhere that say stop the pipeline. The signs aren't anywhere where the people whose property it's cutting through. None of them have those signs on their property because they got paid. But anyway, it's a 42-inch pipeline, which is 3.5 feet across, if you don't want to math. That's a pretty big pipe. They've been clearing, this is why allergies are killer for me. They've been clearing and cutting down all the cedar, and they are about to kill me. They really are. I have taken more drugs this year for allergies than ever before. It's just been crazy, just trying to stay ahead of it. But they've been out there clearing. They've kind of finished on my neighbor's property. And it's not really centered in what they did the surveys and marked. And supposedly, we're supposed to be on my fence post on the edge of our property. When they surveyed, there was a flag there that should leave us, that should be the end of the incineration zone. But it's not really centered, so I don't know. Did the incineration zone move? And that doesn't mean if something happened, we wouldn't have serious damage. It just means we stand a better chance of having something left. So that's nice, right? The craziest thing about it is the county appraisal district doesn't seem to think that that makes my property any less desirable to people. My property values just keep going up and up because I'm sure everybody wants to move next door to a gas pipeline, but whatever. I don't plan to move, so it really doesn't matter. I just would like to pay less in property tax. I'm nervous about when the clearing made a lot of noise, and they were here from early in the morning, most of the day, but we're gone for a fair part of the day, every day. But we live out here where there's not a lot of dirt. There's a lot of rock. There's about a 6-inch layer of dirt, and then you get down to rock. Like if you want a pool around here, oftentimes they blast it with dynamite. But I don't know how they're going to bury this pipe. I don't think it's supposed to be an above ground pipe. So I'm concerned about what kind of noise getting this rock up is going to make. But I guess we'll find out, right? What else I've been working on? I showed you this last week. The Bonita Bunny. She's adorable, and I said that I didn't pay attention, and it's a paper piecing pattern, and I had never paper pieced, so I was going to try to put it together conventionally, conventional patchwork, cut the pieces out, and get them together so that they looked right. And Kathy commented and said that I should, she said, watch some videos. You should try paper piecing, she said. Watch some videos, she said. You'll have fun, she said. And so, Kathy's been good to me. So I watched the video, and I decided, okay, we'll try paper piecing. And since I'd already cut up my other one, I printed it out again and went to work, trying to follow directions. I sewed my first 2 pieces on. I folded my paper back. I cut my 1/4 inch seam allowance. I ironed the seams down. I looked at it, and I cut off the wrong piece. I cut off the part that was supposed to stay there. So I printed out another one. I got to work piecing it together. I don't know what I was matching the lines up to. I cut them right, but they're too short. Not just one of the pieces, 2 of the pieces. So I printed it out again. Started sewing things together. cut it, pressed it. It's too short again. One piece isn't going, when I fold it over, it's not going all the way up to the top. I don't even know how that's possible, but it's too short again. So I have printed it out 5 more times, because if I can't get it right in these next 5 times, I'm done. All I know is it has not been working well for me. And Kathy, why you want to do me dirty like that? I mean, come on. Just wow, Kathy. Just wow. Seriously, if I can get this down, I'm going to feel accomplished. And if I can't, I'm going to take this pattern outside and set it on fire and sacrifice it to the paper piecing gods, because I will be done. It's got 5 more chances. I'm not printing it out again. Famous last words. We'll see. I told y'all last time that Kirsten is started her first cross stitching, and she works on it, and she keeps saying, okay, I gotta go, I gotta cross stitch some more. So she definitely has been bitten by the cross stitch bug. And I've shown her some things, and she's like, quit showing me stuff, Mom, because I need to finish this. So she's going to be a starter. I can tell it's going to happen. One place where she's not quite caught up yet is I got these scissors. Look how cute are these scissors. And they're so tiny. Look at, I mean, y'all don't have giant hands. They're so cute. And I was looking at them and I was like, oh my God, these are so tiny and cute. And she's like, they look like all the other scissors you have. I'm like, oh honey, no, they don't look like, any other scissors. I mean, come on. See how tiny they are? Oh my God. So anyway, I'm going to have to bring her up to speed on that, because, I mean, she'll learn eventually. No, all scissors aren't the same. No, you don't have one pair of scissors. Come on. I don't remember where I ordered them from. It says they're safety scissors, but I mean, most safety scissors aren't quite that pointed. But I'm going to assume that originally this stuff came from China. It's going to be my guess, in that their product detail on their packaging, that they use some kind of probably Google Translate or something like that. And have y'all ever done that? I love reading things. It cracks me up as things get translated to other languages through something like that, because words don't always mean the same just because it's that word. It doesn't have the same, I guess, overall meaning. I don't know how to explain it. But have you ever taken something in, for me, English, I mean, whatever languages you speak, it doesn't really matter, but you take it and you translate it into another language, and then take that translation and have it translate it back into the original language to see just how different it will make it, because there aren't direct translations for every word. You find something that's close enough. Anyway, so I love reading the things that have been translated. And these scissors say that they overall has luster, exquisite, and qualitative feeling. It's a qualitative feeling. I don't even know what that means. Cracks me up. I'm going to guess that they were trying to get to quality feeling. I mean, they are nice scissors. They've got a good, nice weight and everything. And I used them this morning. They cut good. But I love that. I have a pattern that is one that I had bought a kit from China, and it was hysterical. It's like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this pattern if I read these directions. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I love it. Also, this past week. I dyed this. Let's see if we can get a, right? It's chenille. I wanted green to go with the March and the leprechauns. It's like a pale seafoam green. That's really what it's like. The name of the dye is peacock green. Have you ever seen a peacock that's this? I mean, you would take it, it would be sick. You'd have to take it to the vet or something. It would be in dire need if it looked like that. So, this is not going to work. Maybe I'll put it with the bright orange fabric that I dyed that isn't what I wanted either. I think really that's it. I'm probably going to try a little bit more this week on the paper piecing, see if Kathy's forgiven. She's forgiven anyway. She's usually very good to me. I don't know what got into her. I'm looking to see. I don't think I have anything else for right now. I haven't finished going through my box of stuff from Sherry, so I don't have it out here to show you. I have done absolutely zero on my temperature chart because I need to go get some more yarn for once I'm running out of. I think that's everything. If I think of something else, I'll write it down and forget it by next week. So there we go. All right, I guess that's it. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you for your comments and your likes. Welcome new subscribers. Welcome back. All of y'all that stick around and put up with me. I appreciate it. More than words can say. I really do. And I guess we'll see you here next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye.